Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be talking about some very scary posts, some very distressing posts on the internet. Unlike my last video that got absolutely blasted, both age restricted and demonetized, I am not going to be talking about things that are as intense in this video. This is going to be a video of posts that were made to be scary, not posts that are unintentionally scary because of the context, which is completely different. So, if you want to see some posts that really make you crawl out of your skin like a snake, you will be happy to know that today you may face some of that. You also may face some deep existentialism while you're at it, so that should be fun. I also want to say, just for clarification purposes, I always link everybody's post below when I do these videos. The only reason I'm saying that is because I just want to actually voice it. I feel like I've never actually voiced it. So please, if you do enjoy one of these posts, go and like it. Give it that Reddit karma. Now that all being said, we're going to get into this video. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Let's do it. I'm lost in an Ikea. Who are these people? Just Ikea workers. Nothing weird about that. One of the most frightening things I've ever heard is when someone pointed out that the existence of the uncanny valley implies that at some point there was an evolutionary reason to be afraid of something that looked human but wasn't. This is something that I've thought about before, and I think there's a few theories we can place forth here, right? We can think of the skinwalker theory. I think a lot of people probably go back to that theory because skinwalkers are a traditional kind of cryptid monster thing that has been traced back for a long time, so people could say, oh yeah, it's probably just a skinwalker, because skinwalkers are supposed to kind of be alternates type deals. They're supposed to kind of look like people, but they're not people, and they're really dangerous, so people may assume that it's skinwalkers. The only other theory I can personally think of would be like some alien-based theory, like, oh, the aliens kind of looked like people, but they actually weren't people, and they were really dangerous. If an alien came down to Earth, and they were much more advanced, which they would obviously have to be if they came down to Earth, I don't know what I'm talking about, then they would probably feel like our planet was pretty both primitive and worthless, especially at that time. So they wouldn't really want to stay, wouldn't want to stick around. If you rearrange a deck of cards enough times, then statistically it will eventually be in its original formation. Due to the fact that time is infinite, the same goes for the particles in your brain. There's a higher chance of your brain briefly forming in a void complete with memories of living than there is of you actually existing on Earth. The only thing you can be sure of is the existence of your own mind. If you're reading this, you're likely the only real consciousness to have ever existed in the entire universe. You're alone. Nothing is real. This theory is called the Boltzmann brain. I mean, it's like any other theory. If you are the only living consciousness, but also 1,000 other people see this and they also think they're the only living consciousness, it kind of conflicts with the theory there. But I think it is interesting to possibly be just a consciousness that was formed by particles smashing together in the endless void of the universe rather than actually be a being living on a planet. And I guess in a way that could be more logical. I don't know the full science behind that. I'm a YouTuber as my career for a reason, but I do think it's a very interesting theory, nonetheless. Plastic was invented in 1907, and in 115 years, humanity has doomed the planet with its pollution. There is now 8.3 billion tons of plastic on Earth, and it's estimated that 6.3 billion of that is trash. Plastic can break down into such small parts that it can enter your bloodstream and even break the blood-brain barrier. In fact, a study was done to test the effect of microplastics on humans, and the scientists behind the study had to end it, stating they could not find a control group. I'm just full of plastic. I'm like an action figure or something, and I don't know what to tell you. When you're walking home from work and decide to take a shortcut, but you're suddenly ambushed by a maniac prepared to take more than just your wallet. Squidward's really gone off the deep end since he wasn't able to sell all those paintings. I'll tell you something, I'll tell you what. But it's funny that this image actually uses Squidward and Patrick, because there is an episode of SpongeBob where Squidward actually does think he's getting attacked in an alley. He's not, but, you know. Self-driving Tesla Uber. Where would you like to go? Credit card declines. So true, so true. How many of you love the smell of new book, Petrol, Soil After Rain? The bodies at 44.4280 degrees north, 1110.5585 degrees west. Personally, I'm picking the last one. It's a very unique pick. A lot of people probably wouldn't think of that one, so I'm going to go with that one. The voices are getting louder. Every day, the world around me becomes more and more incomprehensible. After reading the Chronicles of Narnia, I opened my closet and prayed for an escape to a realm that was better than the miserable world we live in. Turns out, our world could be much, much worse. Imagine that's what really happened in Narnia. She just steps in the closet and it's like when Squidward fell down that zipper. What was it called? The Fly of Despair? Oh, hello, Chris. You're back. There's a man behind the tree. What? I'm surprised they didn't use the sound effect from the Vietnam War, that little haunted sound effect. That sound effect, although creepy, and obviously much more creepy based on the context, kind of got overused. I'm not going to lie, so I appreciate the fact that they used a different sound, but I think it would have gone well with that face at the same time that I say that. When you pause the scary ghost whispering sound effects on YouTube, but the voices don't stop. Hashtag relatable, guys. Who can relate to that one? The monsters of your nightmares when you ask them to stop haunting your dreams.
No.
Alright, who's your favorite out of this lineup? I like Link Yoshi the most. I think he's funny. I would love if there was like a Nintendo game, like a Smash or something, but you could just swap character models randomly like this. I think that would be really cool. Are you telling me you guys wouldn't play a Goomba Mario game? Look at him down there. Or maybe a nice little Pikachu Metroid game. Instead of using the gun, he just zaps people. It's been 6 hours since I got stuck in a narrow crevice while exploring a cave. I can't move and I'm lying in my own urine. I should have told someone I'd be down here, but I'm an experienced spelunker. What could go wrong? I'm now left to my final thoughts for days, if not weeks, as I let dehydration slowly take me from this world. I wonder, statistically, how many people actually pass away every single year from caving incidents. I'll put it up on the screen. I don't know right now, though, in the time of recording. But obviously, we do know of that one guy, which I'll also put up on the screen, because I can't think of anything off the top of my head, that got stuck in that cave. They couldn't pull him out, and he ended up passing away in that cave. If you're a caver, shout out to you. I definitely could not do your job or your hobby. Me listening to a cop explain my traffic violation while I have a rotted corpse in the trunk. Oh, that's an eldritch horror. There's an eldritch horror beyond comprehension in the bathroom of Wendy's in Del Norte, Colorado. I don't know why I said it like that. It's probably like Del Norte or something. Dude, this is just another part of the Fly of Despair. Again, he's come back. The Fly of Despair's come back. Flying Dutchman. Stop. Stop. Get that out of the boating school bathroom, okay? It's not right. When you're deep underwater and descending quickly, when the reinforced gas on your helmet begins to crack, creating a pressure difference in your suit that causes you to violently decompress through the now gaping hole, tearing you to shreds in an instant. I mean, to be fair, if this happened to Squidward, he's an octopus, they can squeeze through little holes, I think he'd be fine. I wonder also statistically again how many people have passed away from that, but that is quite the imagery. Alright, here we go. Maybe I'll put on a vocal effect for this one.
Hi, kid. Come here. I won't bite. Tell me, do you believe in hell? Don't be scared, kid. Come closer. Now tell me, do you fear God? No? Does the weight of your sins, past, present, and future sins, not weigh you down? Don't look at me like that. Let me tell you something, kiddo. God may be forgiving, but me, not so much. I've come to get you, and there's no more time to say goodbye. Go ahead, scream for help. See how much that does against something like me. I'll bring you face to face with the Dark Prince, and I will bathe in your inhuman screams of anguish.
Why can't he just be a nice guy? You know, you're making it bad for all the other monsters that might not be such bad people. When you're at the bottom of the ocean in a spherical marine vehicle, and you're told over your radio to draw a weird-looking pale guy. When you finish, the voice on the other end of the radio goes silent, and 40 minutes later you can see a white object in the water slowly getting closer and closer. Humanoid fish moment. I remember there was some type of Japanese myth or something where there is a humanoid fish creature, and I think that would be pretty terrifying to see underwater, but honestly I would be much more scared to see like a shark or something still. Because how do I know if a random fish that looks like a person is dangerous? We have been trying to contact otherworldly life for decades, sending out radio signals and satellites containing pieces of culture from around the world, yet we've hardly had anything that could be considered a response. In nature, when a dangerous animal is in the area, other animals grow quiet as to not alert attention. What if life is more common than we thought, but they're hiding? They are laying low as to avoid a malicious entity hiding in the cosmos. Yet here we are, crying out into the darkness, begging for attention. Perhaps we've stolen this entity's attention. Maybe it's on its way. I don't know, I can't really be existential about this one. It's already over if that's the case. I'm just gonna live with it. Hopefully it doesn't enslave the entire human race. Maybe we can, split a deal or something. Maybe we can have a little universal collab there. When the emergency alert system warns you about an invasion of extraterrestrial doppelgangers replacing the population, and you suddenly hear scratching on the unlocked window. Dude, that's just season 98 SpongeBob contacting season 1 SpongeBob. That's all that is, okay? You'll find out by season 98. Give it 80 years? You'll notice. This will be the norm there. I don't like how his thumb's not as long as the rest of his fingers. I mean, your thumb is significantly shorter than the rest of your fingers, but not to this degree. It would be, I don't know. I feel like it should be longer. Anyway, that's another video. I will have a different video coming out later in the week, technically next week. This is probably going to go out tomorrow, which will be Saturday. But still, I have something else coming out next week. It's going to be great. I hope it does well, and even if it doesn't do well, I hope you guys still enjoy it that do see it. As always, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like, sub, all that stuff. Follow my stuff. You already know about it. Besides all that, all of the links are below, as I said before, to all the posts and everything. So please, if you did enjoy any of these posts, make sure to go back to the original posters and give them some upvotes and things like that, because they deserve it. At the end of the day, I wouldn't be reading these posts if they didn't exist, right? That all being said, thank you for watching and have a good day.